Hello, I'm Paula Tiso, and welcome to my take of VoiceOver Studio Travelogue. Today, I am going to go visit with Rachael Naylor. She's a British voiceover actress, the founder of the VoiceOver Network, and the editor of Buzz magazine, the only print magazine specifically made for the voiceover community. We have a lot to talk about, so let's go.
Hi, I'm Rachael Naylor, and this is my take.
For I, Alariel the Ever Queen, mother of all, will bring the light to end your darkness, Crone Halibron. Give up now and I'll go easy on ya.
I'm a mum, so I've got two little ones. I have Scarlett, who's 3, and Lily, who's 7. So I love hanging out with the family and spending time with my girls. That's really, really important to me. I'm very into sport, so I'm really into fitness. I love running, and I'm very into snowboarding as well. So yes, so I've been a snowboarder for years, and that's something I'm very passionate about. And I've just started surfing. So Scott Parkin is teaching me to surf, and I was up on a board yesterday, and I'm really excited about. I want to go tomorrow. So yeah, I like surfing now. That's new. And yeah, I like socialising and going to the theatre and cooking as well. So yeah.
So I got started in voiceover. I'm an actor, and I went to drama school. And at drama school, I had an amazing voice teacher called Sue Meadows, and she encouraged me. I remember her saying to me that I should look into going into voiceovers. And at the time, I was like, oh no, I'm going to work at the RSC and the National, and then I came out of drama school, and it's tough when you come out of drama school. And I did bits and bobs, and I just remember seeing an advert for a workshop, a voiceover workshop, and I thought, go along and see what it's about. And I had one of those moments where I got in front of the microphone and I just knew that was where I was meant to be. I felt so at home and so comfortable, and it was just that sort of that gut feeling that this is where I'm meant to be. And so that was how I sort of started, and I mean that was back like 17 years ago. So it's been an amazing journey, and it is the best job. My niche in voiceovers, I do a lot of commercials, I do a lot of promos, and I now do a lot of video games. That's the thing that I really enjoy at the moment, and I think the video game industry is so exciting right now. It's just exploding, and I think as well, because I'm an actor, I really feel like I can get my teeth into video games. It's a very unique and specific type of acting, because you become the character and then you're sight reading, basically, which is very different to doing theatre or film or anything where you sit and you work on the lines and you rehearse them and you think about your intention and all of that. You don't have time in video games. You're there in the moment and you have to react, and it's all very spontaneous, and I find that really exciting.
Video games, are there any that we might know your voice from, or any other projects here in the US? I mean, because they're like international, right?
Yes. So yes, I've got a couple that are coming out I can't talk about yet, but I have just done the Total War Warhammer 2. I am Alariel the Ever Queen in the latest Queen and Crones, so that's a big game that came out this year, and the response has been amazing, and she's the main lead, and it's the first time that Total War Warhammer have had a female lead in one of their games. I mean, they've been going for years and years, so amazing to be the first female lead, and also the first female to voice the trailer for the game. So that game, I was the voice on the trailer, and so I was like, yes, double kind of rally. Yeah, so it was really good fun to do. I loved playing her.
So the VoiceOver Network is they're internationally?
Yes. So the VoiceOver Network is an international organisation, and it is all about helping, supporting and strengthening the voiceover industry globally. And we have members based all around the world, which is so exciting. In fact, we had our first member join who's based in Austria a couple of days ago, and it's still so exciting. But yeah, we have members here in the US, in Canada, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Saudi Arabia, India, Australia, New Zealand, all over Europe, the UK. So it's wonderful. And what I love about that is that there are so many brilliant things happening in the voiceover industry in these different parts of the world. And what I love about the VoiceOver Network is by bringing everybody together, we can all learn from each other and we can share the great things that are happening in the industry. And also we can educate each other, about rates and things like that, and about how to deal with clients and agents. And as the industry grows and as the world kind of gets smaller, and with technology, we can all work with clients based all around the world. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've got clients all over the place, and it's so exciting. But it's important to understand how to kind of do it right. And how to respect the kind of, what's happening locally and the different rates and culturally as well. So that's really exciting. And being able to share, and everybody networking is so important. And being able to network globally, because if you're a UK voice, you can come and be a unique voice in the States in the same way as American voiceover artists can come and get work in the UK. And be a niche voice, it's like you could be the go-to American voice in the UK. There are only a handful. But you can do it remotely as well. That's the great thing. And we can now have agents as well all around the world. So I have an agent in the UK, but I also have an agent here in the US. And I just work remotely because you don't have to physically be there, which is great.
Would you say there are more similarities or differences to the VO community in the US versus the UK?
In terms of the community, I think there's a lot of similarities now. It used to not be, and I think now that we've got the VoiceOver Network, there is much more of a community in the UK. It used to be very voiceover artists didn't really talk to each other in the UK, whereas I think in the US you guys have always had this training culture. Like you train a lot more than we have in the UK, and I think that's a cultural thing that we don't tend to in the voiceover world. We do now because we've got the VoiceOver Network, and I think making sure that there's training for working professionals. It's not just about the new talent, it's about people who are in the industry, who are working. The top voiceover artists, the most experienced voiceover artists are training and are continuing to train. And it's like athletes, we are vocal athletes, and athletes need to continue to train and continue to improve. And it's the same with voiceover artists. So I think having a safe place, somewhere that people feel that they can come as professionals and not feel like they're surrounded by new talent, and that's important. But in terms of the differences between the US and the UK voiceover scene, there are lots of interesting things. I think things like the union. So your union here is very strong, whereas in the UK it's not as strong. So we don't have the kind of union, non-union, and people can, if they're members of the union, they can do union or non-union. There's no kind of real strict like there is here in the US. Which is quite, it's a big part of being a voiceover artist in the US. It's like, are you union, are you non, so I'm still learning all about that. And also in the UK, we still get booked a lot from our reels. Which is quite nice, I know. Because obviously here in the US, it's audition for everything. There are more and more auditions happening in the UK now, but it's nice to get booked from your reel. Yes. It makes sense though. It saves time, I always think, because if a producer can just listen to a bunch of reels instead of putting together sides, sending them off, waiting for them to come back, listening to them, you can just send a load of reels, listen to the reels, right, okay, shortlist, and then go, just pick from the reels. It's quicker.
Buzz magazine, that came from me basically thinking, in fact, the idea for the magazine came before the idea for the VoiceOver Network, because I got into PR and I wanted to be in a magazine that was focused on our industry, and realised there was no magazine. This is a proper industry. This is not just people, mucking about, and it's not just talking into a microphone. There's so much more to it. It's so exciting. There's so many changes happening. There's so many wonderful things happening. There's more work now in voiceovers than there has ever been. But of course, there are now more people than there have ever been. And so that's another thing why things like the VoiceOver Network, where we can all come together and help and support each other and get information and make sure that we're the best we can be, is so important to help the industry strengthen. Because the VoiceOver Network is about helping, supporting and strengthening the voiceover industry.
Check out that stone cold fox.
Looks like we're not the only mutants around here.
What's your name, Whitey?
It's Pharaoh.